Hey cuties, welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are doing okay today. Today I do have a story time for you guys. I know a lot of you guys like my story times. A lot of you are here for, wig analysis, and if that's the case, I do have a wig analysis on this one. Here that I'm wearing, it is a short video on my shorts side of YouTube, so go check out the short video and I give you the deets on this hair. But for those that came to hear about the story and have me share with you my proudest moment, keep watching. Anyways, so when I was about, let's see, 18, 19, 20-ish, I went to college, and the first college I went to was up north. It was a college called Baker College of Owasso, and it was like an hour and a half away from my house in the suburbs of Detroit. And so I decided to pick that college because, it wasn't, too ghetto. Because I was going to go to the Flint one, but I'm like, if I go to the Flint one, I'm going to really not do my work, and I'm going to be just doing too much. And that was the case anyways. When I went to Owasso, I wasn't applying myself. But anyways, so my mother had cancer, and I was going through a hard, rough time, especially in high school, so I really didn't get too good of grades because I would stay home, skip school to take care of my mother, cook for her, clean her up, and, run errands, drive around for her. And I was a little discouraged about how I was doing in school because of, what I had to do at home. But I really didn't care. I just was like, if I don't graduate, I just don't graduate. My mom is very important to me, and I want to make sure she's okay. But anyways, I ended up having to, I had to make up a lot of work. I had to do a lot of essay papers to graduate, and I had to do at least, I think I had 6 classes, so I had to do like six page papers. So like imagine 6 6-page papers, essays for each class. And I remember it was the summer of, I think, 2003 actually. And I would just sit in the back porch and just like write out all my papers and just hoping to God I passed my classes, and I wanted to graduate so bad. I feel like for me back in the day when I was that age, I feel like it was embarrassing not to, graduate because, everyone's graduating, you don't want to be the only one not graduating. I have friends that didn't graduate, and it made me feel more proud because I did graduate, not because they didn't, because I had more obstacles than they did, and I still overcame them, and I did what I had to do to graduate because I missed a lot of school and everything like that. So I graduated. I didn't do so well. Like I said, I had boys chasing me. I was fine. I had the small waist, the flat stomach, the big butt, like pretty face. And I had guys chasing me along with me, just like not applying myself in school because I just didn't have it in me. I wasn't enthused about school because I had so many obstacles that kept me like down. So that really kind of deterred me from like doing good. And so I applied for school, and I got accepted into Baker College of Owasso up north. And I went there for a couple semesters. and then I left because I wasn't applying myself again. I was just so concerned with my mom. I was getting homesick because I hadn't been away from my mom that long, and it wasn't going good, so I just left. And I was just so concerned about her health, and I was so depressed. I couldn't really focus on my work. So once I left Baker, I came home and I started working at Hungry Howie's full time. I was working 40 hours, and to provide for myself. My mom was getting older. She couldn't give me money. I mean, she could, but I didn't expect her to. So I would just go to work and provide for myself and try to get me a car and food for groceries and stuff like that. So like months later, I applied to National Institute of Technology, and the abbreviation would be NIT, and I applied for just massage therapy because that was my field to go into. So I just went into massage therapy, and I'll continue in 1 second. Sorry guys, my phone cut off. But anyways, so I ended up going into a school that just had my specific field that I was studying, which was massage therapy. Now, when I went into massage therapy, I thought it was going to be a breeze because I'm like, how hard could it be? Just, massaging, rubbing on folks, But, to my surprise, it was just a little bit more difficult than what I expected. You had to learn the nervous system, digestive system, circulatory system. You had to learn the muscles, the bones, scope of practice. You had to learn just different techniques, how to stand, what to do, the contraindications of what to do, what not to do, professionalism. A lot came with it. It was just not, okay, I'm going to show you just, massage techniques. It was actually, a lot of things that went with it. And honestly, I was into it because I've always loved massaging. From a little girl, my mom had me massage her feet, and I didn't really know how much I enjoyed feet, especially feet. That's so weird, but enjoy massaging feet and just massaging period until I actually did it and was rubbing my mom, and I really enjoy making people feel good and relax. It just brings me a really good feeling to make people feel good and relax, because I know when my husband massages me, I feel so good. I swear he has the best hands. I don't know if it's just because he loves, he rubs with love, and we've been together for so long, so it just feels better. But I don't know, but massaging just feels so good, and to just, give a good massage, just make me feel good. And so my mom would just brag on me and say, oh my God, you have to go down the street and rub your grandma. It was a lady down the street we called grandma. And I would go down there and I would massage her feet. And after she got the massage, she would give me an ice cream cone. I was probably 10 years old, so she wouldn't give me money, but I would still get compensated. But and I tore up that ice cream cone. But I was always so talented with my hands. So back to schooling, but yeah, so when I first started, I was not applying myself. Like I said, my mom was dying of cancer, and I was so concerned about getting back home to her, to put her food on the stove for her, to massage her, to basically take care of my mother while she was feeling sick, and doing the most I could for her. I couldn't really focus on school. I didn't have any enthusiasm towards it. I was just like, I'm just gonna try to wing this. But my teacher actually took a liking to me. She knew that I was very smart. It's like I was, I would write down some, most of the questions right on it. Like if we're taking a test, it would be like most of the questions would be right, and then like at the end I would slack off. So she knew how smart I was, but she just knew I wasn't like, applying myself. So one day she sat down and spoke to me, and we had a little talk, and she was like, "You remind me of my daughter, and you're just really so smart, but you're not applying yourself." I would just be like doing whatever in the class. I would literally take my shoes off, prop my feet up on the massage tables, eat my chips, drink my coffee, and just like not give two cares. And so she saw that, and she asked me like, "What's going on? Are you okay? What's going on at home?" And I told her, and she really like instilled some good like encouraging words into me. And she really helped me like, kind of like do better. And not kind of, but I did extremely well after. I was like a D student for my first module, and after that, every module after my 11 modules after, because it's 12 modules, after my first module, my 11 modules after, I was on the dean's list every module, and I was 3.5, 3.8, just doing really well for myself. And I was just so proud of myself, because even the smartest person would think they're not capable when they're doing so bad, or don't think they're smart anymore, or just lose hope in yourself. And that's what happened in high school. I'm like, I don't know if this work is just too hard, or I'm dumb, or like I was just thinking all type of crazy stuff. I'm like, I know I'm not dumb, but it was just discouraging to, not do so well in high school, and then, go into a totally different environment, a college with, more difficulties in education, and still, not instill, but, and redeem myself, and, do so very well for myself. So I was very, very happy. I was excited when I graduated. I had a few people come to my graduation, and my mom was there, and I was just so happy that she saw me graduate. She was there for my brother's graduation as well, and she was there for my graduation, and that was like the proudest moment for me anyways. She got to see me graduate before she passed away, and I just felt so happy. It was like the biggest like relief. It was like the biggest like, oh my God, I did it. It was just like, oh my God, like, I'm a massage therapist. I did it. I achieved my dream. I've achieved my goals, and I'm doing well at it. And I went on to work at a few different spas. I worked at Massage Green. I worked at a different other locations. So, and that went, okay, back then as a massage therapist, they didn't pay as much as they do now. I was getting paid, $15 an hour for a massage. And then you get tips or whatever. The tips were pretty good, because once you leave your job for the night, you're gonna get at least a $40 tip. But when I went into the actual field and I started working, people were really loving me. I had my regulars. I had guys that, tried to talk to me during the massage, and, they gave me big tips, $30 tips, $50 tips. My biggest tip was $70. I'm like, whoa. So I got paid for the massage, and then on top of that, I got a $70 tip. Like, I was like, wow. So yeah, like it just makes me feel good because it was this one Caucasian man that came in, and he was tall and he was buff, and I was like, I can handle him. You know, I was a little intimidated, but I was just like, whoa, you know, he's this tall guy, he got a lot of muscle and stuff. So I massaged him, and apparently I did a great job because he was like, I underestimated you. He's like, I didn't think you would give me as much pressure as you did. I didn't think you had, you know, it in you because you're so small. You know, I'm 5'1" and little and stuff. And back then I was a little bit smaller than I am now. But he was like, oh my God, and he gave me a good tip, and I was loving that. But yeah, so that was my proudest moment, and I have other proud moments, like, you know, when I got married and when I had my first child, Mikey. But that is still this, like, me graduating from you know, college with you know, on the dean's list. It was still one of my proudest moments because I've overcome so much. I've overcame so much during that time, and I still work so hard at, you know, becoming the best I can be and getting my degree, and and I did it, you know. And a lot of people don't do it. I had a lot of people that I was friends with that didn't graduate from high school, a lot of people that didn't graduate from college, and it made me that much more proud of myself because I had so many challenges, but I still did it, and I still sucked it up, and it worked for me, you know. But that's all I wanted to share with you guys. If you want to know what this outfit is, because I know you guys are probably going to ask about my hair, makeup, and stuff like that. Like I said, I have a review on this on my short, so check it out. This actually is a two-piece skirt outfit. Somebody asked about this, so check the short video. I'll be leaving a link to this outfit. This is a, like I said, two-piece shirt. It's not a crop top, and yeah. And this little pen I got from the beauty supply store, and I just did my makeup, some contacts from Cold Eyes, and yeah. But that said, let me know your proudest moment. I mean, it could be anything. I mean, everybody has different moments in their life, and you know, that they're proud of. So I want to know yours. Like, what is your proudest moment, and what made it your proudest moment, and what, you know, and what did you have to do to, you know, I don't know what I'm trying to say, but what was your proudest moment? But anyways, thank you for watching. I'll see you guys in my next video. I am out of here. I thank you for watching. Mwah.